What's up, guys? It's Tony here. Welcome back to Man Cave Studios. I haven't made a video in a while, and so I feel like after last night's debate, I should make another political video, given that was the last type of video I made. Um, so here we go. I'm going to be talking about whatever the hell happened last night. So I want to kind of break this down bit by bit. Um, the first 10 minutes, and I'm going to try to be as nonpartisan as possible for somebody wearing a Joe Biden shirt, but the first the first 10 minutes Biden lost, and I was texting my friend, and I thought that, this debate was going to be the worst thing that I'd ever seen. It was, but not for that reason. Not for the reason that you know I thought at the time. I thought that Biden was going to get destroyed because the stutter was pretty prevalent. Um, he wasn't prepared for Trump to interrupt him as frequently, and we expected Trump to come out hot. Biden obviously didn't expect that, um, and so he lost the first 10 minutes, and then after that, for the next 60 minutes, Biden was adequate, and that's probably the best word to describe his debate performance. Is he was adequate for the next 60 minutes. He stated his policy positions, um, and then he took away the one thing that Trump used to better his support in 2016 in the debates, and that was zingers. Those were the insults. So when Trump lost the insult game, that was probably like the ultimate deciding factor of who lost this debate. Is that is you know Trump is losing the key thing that he used to get elected in 2016. Um, and so, there were a few times Biden said, will you shut up, man? But he was mostly professional. But there were a few times where he called him a clown. He said he was the worst president in American history. There were a lot of insults that Biden threw in there, but he also stayed on message for the most part. Um, all Trump did was yell. All Trump did was yell at the camera over and over and over again, or yell at Biden over and over again. He wasn't even talking to the camera. Biden was looking at the camera, and saying that it's about the American people. It's not about Donald Trump, which is what he thinks that this election is about. He was very vocal about that. That this election is about the people, and uh, Trump couldn't refute anything that Biden was saying without saying it was like fake news or anything, or trying to pull up Biden's record, and it backfired on him almost every time. So, next 60 minutes, Trump was a disaster. Biden was adequate. The last 20 minutes, and Biden got better as the debate went on. He started out the debate and he was stuttering. He looked a little bit nervous. And then as the debate went on, and you got to give him a lot of credit, because after the first 10 minutes, it would have been, you know, it would have been harder for Biden to come back from that, and it was harder for him to come back from that, um, than it would be if he just rolled over, basically. And his first 10 minutes were the next 80 minutes. It takes a lot of mental effort to put the first 10 minutes behind you, and then get back on track, and get things under control. And he did that. And so for the last 20 minutes, people thought Biden would fade uh, throughout the debate. They thought that by the hour-long mark, he would be done. Uh, he would either slip up and say something stupid, or he would just start to mentally fade. But he actually got better as the debate went on, and so the last 20 minutes, he was wonderful. Trump was still a disaster, but he was very personal with the audience, meaning not the crowd, but the people watching. He was very upfront. Um, he was basically, he was tired of Trump by that point. 70 minutes of Trump babbling, he was done with it. And so he mostly focused on himself and his goals for the country, on the issues of climate change, and then on the issue of the election. He was very upfront. He he never really, he wasn't interrupting Trump as much anymore. I mean, Trump was the one who was mostly interrupting Biden throughout the night, but there were a few times where Biden was interrupting Trump. Towards the end, towards the last 20 minutes, Biden had just completely stopped. He was just laughing most of the time because he knew that Trump was making a disgrace out of himself. Um, so overall, I think it's fair to say that Biden won this debate. 60% of people think so. Only like 28 to 33% or something like that think that Trump won the debate. A lot of people are saying America lost the debate. I don't think that you can say that Biden lost. I think that it's hard to make the case that Biden didn't win because he didn't have a bad performance. He had an adequate performance, which was all he really needed. Because, he's in the national polls, he's up about 52 to 44% or something like that as of today. And with some of the polls like Pennsylvania and Michigan and Wisconsin, he's up pretty big. Those are the states that Trump needs to get back, or he's not going to win. Or he could win Minnesota instead of Wisconsin, but he's not going to win this election without any of those four states. So he needs one of them at least, and then he needs Arizona, Florida, and North Carolina. He definitely didn't make inroads with any of those states because he spent the night. He didn't give any policy position. All he did was really just babble for 90 minutes. So it's Biden is more likely to gain support after that debate to get Trump fired up Biden's crowd because even now Biden's crowd are making they just got 90 minutes of ads. The Biden campaign just got 90 minutes of advertising with that debate. And so Biden supporters are going to be more likely to go out and vote now than Trump supporters because, well, Trump supporters are going to vote anyway, but Biden supporters are a lot more fired up because they know that Trump can't be the president. After that performance, Trump can't be the president. That's the overall feeling of Democrats today. So that's all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments. I'm probably not going to approve them because I don't log into this channel really ever, so I'm not going to read the comments for like 2 months. Or maybe if I do another debate analysis before that, but we'll see. But thank you guys for watching, and peace out, broskies.